Morse Group's been around for nearly 90 years in the Central West, and we service a wide variety of clients, different industry based, different locations. We've got clients in Western Australia, Queensland, New Zealand, the US as well, so we have quite a diverse client range. Morse Group offer a holistic business solution. We offer everything from your human resource services, including your employment contracts and staffing resources, to information technology requirements, from software and hardware implementation, to ensure that you can operate and manage your business as you need to. Then of course we've got the business services around the management of your organisation, your compliance reporting, tax planning, business strategies, and then of course the wealth management services as well, with your financial planning and your retirement planning. So it's a holistic business offering. The accounting industry as a whole in the last, I'd say probably 5 to 7 years, has gone through a significant transition to being online. The regulators have pushed for online submission, probably well overdue to be quite honest, and our systems needed to keep up with the requirements of online reporting, in addition to the fact of Morse Group expanding our offices to Norwest in Sydney, and building the offices that we've got in Orange and Oberon, meant that we've got multiple locations across several hundreds of kilometres, and the communication requirements that we have between those offices put a lot of pressure on our hardware, on our systems of how we transmit information to each other. Inland Digital provided us with consistent hardware and online systems which spoke from the hardware to our own accounting practice software and email software. So it meant that we went from receiving something in a hard copy form from a client to emailing it to ourselves, to then forwarding that email to someone in a different office, to now just going to the particular hardware or scanning device and immediately having it sent to whoever the direct recipient should be in a different office, as well as it being automatically stored on the management software that we use. So it saves time in us dealing with our emails, it saves time in us filing it and forwarding it to the correct recipient, and makes our life a whole lot easier. Inland Digital provided us with hardware for all of our locations, and the hardware is now consistent, so regardless of when our staff travel to different offices, we all know how to use the same hardware that's in those locations. It also offered us Uniflow and a secure print packages, which mean that we can automatically send hard copies of documents, be it deeds or client information, very securely from our own devices to direct recipients, without the risk of it being sent to an incorrect recipient or it being received by an unintended person. The secure print function has really cleaned up our printing stations. So where you would have 4 or 5 people printing to the same printer sporadically at different times and then having printing mixed up and all piled around, it now allows us to stack our printing, and then when I want to go to the printer at a select time, I can then print out all of the documents that I've chosen to in one hit, and that's a real time saver, and it prevents printing multiple copies of documents. It allows you to actually manage the printing at the printing device itself, so I can go to multiple page, I can change the layout of it, I can go black and white or colour, so that I know if I have hit the printing wrong on my computer, I can still modify it at the printing device itself. Inland Digital has definitely met our expectations, if anything exceeded it. So our firm went from using multiple devices with different brands to all now running the same devices across all of our offices. The time saving that we've experienced from using the same devices and having them all communicate with each other and with our own internal systems saves us hours from across all staff members on every day, and that time saving is incredibly valuable to a business which builds on a time basis. Inland Digital has definitely transformed the way that we deal with communication from our clients. So be it from a client sending us something in a soft copy form, and the way that it gets filed, or a client dropping in hard copy form of documents, it transforms the way that we communicate that with each other, as well as where it's stored on our system. It prevents the need of having hard copies sitting in filing rooms, but more importantly, Inland Digital assisted greatly in the transformation of our business from hard copy documents sitting in boxes in filing rooms and storage areas to sitting on the cloud in our new modern storage facilities. So the scanning devices that Inland Digital provided us, along with the software and the processes that they developed with us and trained us on, meant that we were able to get all of our hard copy documents online to our systems within a matter of weeks, as opposed to months or potentially even years if we were to manually scan it in the old way that we were trying to.